Hello and welcome back to Race Recap. My name is Jackson. A little less than 2 weekends ago, we had the ARCA Series racing from Charlotte, where I was live at the track. 100 laps made up the ARCA race. The first caution brought out pretty early on by the 03 car. That was Josh Whiten, actually making the ARCA Series. He actually not a debut. He raced here a few years ago, and he actually did pretty well in that car, but he unfortunately was out early on when he got into the front straightaway wall right in front of me and rode it down into turn number 1, ending his day. The second caution was for another wall rider, I could say that. It was the 73, Andy Jankowiak. Actually, I think there was a little flame coming out of the car, actually, when he hit the wall, possibly ruptured an oil line. He was able to get back out on track, though. And then under this caution, a strange incident happened. I saw it on the big screen on the back straightaway. The 57 of Brian Doza, actually, I think he had a mechanical issue, and it made the car turn straight up into the side of Daniel Dye in the 43 car, giving them both big damage. That would end Doza's day, but fortunately Dye would be able to continue after this incident. Then the third caution was on the 69 of Will Kimmel, racing for Scott Melton, who again was injured in that crash, but to my understanding, he's getting a lot better for that leg injury. He actually hit the wall, sort of like Andy Jankowiak did, and had some big fire coming out of that in turns 3 and 4, and that did end his day. And then the fourth caution was brought out when the 73 of Andy Jankowiak once again had something wrong with the car, most likely related to the accident, was just smoke coming out the back, possibly broken oil line again from that earlier incident. And this did actually count, I believe, as the competition caution. It was a little strange because it happened right when they were throwing it, but I think this was the competition caution. And they did make it the rest of the race, actually, with no incident, and the checkers went to the 81 car of Brandon Jones. Don't usually see that 81, but when you do, you know it will be fast. So the top 10 here were the Xfinity driver, Brandon Jones, followed by Corey Heim, Raja Caruth, Connor Mosack, Greg Van Oss, Daniel Dye was able to get back up to 6th, Amber Balkin, Nick Sanchez, and then Tony Cosentino, great run for that 11 team, and then Sean Corr in the 8 rounded out top 10. Lots of DNFs in this race. Christian Rose in the 42 had engine problems. Zachary Tinkle, I saw it actually right in front of me. He was on a pit. He was having a pit. He was being pitted, I guess. His axle actually broke because the wheel came off when he was in the pit road, and that did end his day. They had to push him behind the wall. And then Andy Jankowiak, Will Kimmel, Brian Doza, all out for accidents. Tommy Via Jr. in the 12 had brake issues. Dick Doheny had carburetor issues in the 01. Tim Monroe, who was in the 36 car, it was a little bit of a change up there. He was out with transmission. And then Drew Dollar was actually out with an accident. I believe he hit the wall similar to Josh White right around then, but there was no caution for that. And then Josh White out for the accident. And Tim Richmond in the 27 did not start the race. I actually never saw him come out onto the pit road. Well, that's all for Race Recap. Come join us in about a week when we have the ARCA Series racing in a combination race with the ARCA East Series at Iowa.